What is internal marketing? Any idea? In every organization, we have two types of marketing. One is internal marketing, another one is external marketing. But we usually concentrate more on external marketing. What is internal marketing? Any idea?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, internal marketing na like organization kulle marketing பண்ற மாதிரியா sir?
More or less, that would be the thing. Yeah, yeah. Towards the employees, they do marketing. Okay, so let us explore the concepts one by one. Are you seeing my screen now? Web
Yes,
page.
sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Internal marketing is the process that occurs within the organization. First logic. Normally, when you say marketing, that occurs outside the organization. Other various there were other activities like production, HR, finance happen within the organization. Am I right? So, internal marketing is the process occurs within the company whereby the functional process aligns, motivates, and empower employees at all levels of management to deliver a satisfying customer experience. Okay. The beautiful word comes. It has been integrated with employer branding and employer brand management. It builds strong link between employee brand experience and the customer brand experience. What do you understand by employee brand experience?
Sir, and the employee of the company will have a certain experience towards the product, which will be totally different from customers, sir, because they will know how the products are made, how it should
Correct.
actually feel, or how it's feeling.
So in some companies, you see that they don't buy the product of their own companies because they are in the process of production. They are within the company. They know what it is. Um, 4 years back, I was with another institution where I see the chemistry department, and uh, it was a surprise mixed with confusion. Whenever somebody brings chocolates, those people will not take chocolates. Whenever somebody brings cool drinks, those people will not drink. I asked you, Professor, what is the harm in taking that? They said that for making a single chocolate, we need 10 to 12 chemical components to be mixed together. That is not good to your body. That is tasty, but not good to your body. We know it very well since we are in the department. So we abstain from taking these things. So this is called internal marketing. What process happens, everything these people know. So doing internal marketing is quite tougher than doing external marketing.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, if we are if they know about the product, then
Eh.
it will be difficult to market the product to themselves, no, sir. So,
Internal marketing is defined as viewing employees as internal customers, viewing job as internal product that satisfy the needs and wants of these internal customer while addressing the objectives of them. Here it is not directly selling them the product to them. Here the internal employees are called internal customers. The job you are giving them is like a product. Understood? That has to satisfy the internal customer, that is employees needs and wants, and addressing the objectives of the firm. Internal marketing is an ongoing process that occurs strictly within the company whereby the functional process align, motivate, empower employees in all levels to consistently deliver a satisfying customer experience. Other way around, I heard this tag: make your employees happy, they will take care of your customers. Famous business personality told this dialogue.
Yes, sir. Even I have heard of it, sir.
Yeah. So you take care of your employees, the employees take care of your customers. But many business owners, the big business deals, fail to understand, and they started viewing employee as their expenditure or liability, not the asset of the organization. Okay, if you don't care about your employees' lifestyle, your employees' salary, or the increment part, they don't care about your customers. So what happens? Indirectly, they are punishing you. So in product industry, it takes immediate effect. You heard about various types of strikes with example, right? In industrial relations paper, you would have heard about various types of strikes. This is the one type of strike where the employee comes to the job. He will do the part of the job, remaining part he will not do. For example, if it is a full hand shirt, for example, if it is a full hand shirt, one side he keep it as a full hand. Left side he do the job. Right side he will not do anything. So it will be like a sleeveless in the left side. Who will buy your product? They simply say that, sir, I finished of the work. That's it. Then who will buy this product? Nobody. The same case happens with shoe manufacturing also. They will keep the holes in the one side of, I mean, only one shoe for inserting the lace. So only one shoe they will keep the hole, not the other shoe. So who will buy it when you pack and send it? Because as a business owner, try to understand you cannot sample each and every product getting out of your organization. For example, if I am a shoe manufacturer, I manufacture 1,000 shoes per day. So 1,000 shoes, I am going to do any quality audit? No. So try to understand. You may have machineries to do the job, but without human intervention, your machineries are dead bit. So there is a logic. Employees are able and willing to deliver high quality service, and this is made sure by the marketers who develop techniques and procedures to do so. So your marketing activity is highly connected with quality of service. The internal market concept evolved as marketers formalized procedures for marketing to employees. Employee at all levels of business understands various activities, campaigns in the environment that support customer consciousness. Internal marketing is the marketing aimed internally at the firm employees. The objective of internal marketing is to enable to deliver satisfying product to the guest. Again, if your employees are satisfied, their delivery would be satisfied one. Thus, employees of the company represents fifth P in the service marketing. Correct? What is the fifth P? We have seen seven P's of service marketing. What is the fifth P?
So people,
Very good. That people refers to the employees who is serving your customers. So you should treat your employee well. See, when you are getting into a hotel, there are many tangible things like the sofa set, ambience, AC. Okay, uh, there will be LCD television, whatever it may be. But what matters the most? The behavior of your service staff. What happens if you give everything and your room service boy misbehave with your guest? Or the receptionist is not uh, giving proper greeting to the guest, or she is not responding to the queries of the guest, what happens? Whatever the ambience you built with crores and crores of rupees become waste asset. Yes or no? People skills are much more important. That can be only achieved through your employees. Okay, நான் ரெண்டு எக்ஸாம்பிள் கேட்குறேன்பா, சிம்பிளா ரெண்டு லாஜிக். There are two hotels next to each other. ரெண்டு ஹோட்டல்லையும் குவாலிட்டியில் பெரிய டிஃபரன்ஸ் இல்லைப்பா, சரியா? ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஹோட்டலில் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா there is a good business. So they don't treat customers as customers. தூக்கி போடுறது பார்சலை, இந்த ரூபாயை வந்து ஒரு சில கடையெல்லாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ரூபாய் டேபிள் முன்னாடி தூக்கி போடுவாங்க, பார்த்துருப்பீங்க. கஸ்டமருக்கு சேஞ்ச் வந்து கரெக்டாக கையில் கொடுக்க மாட்டாங்க, அதை எடுத்து டேபிளில் வேகமாக வைப்பாங்க. ஸோ இது மாதிரியான பிஹேவியர்ஸ். இன்னொரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் சொல்கிறேன். நிறைய இந்த மிட் சைஸ் ஹோட்டல்லாம் போனீங்கன்னா தண்ணி எடுத்துகிட்டு வர்றப்ப பார்க்கலாம் அந்த ஹோட்டலோடைய மேன் பவர் குவாலிட்டி என்ன அப்படிங்கிறது. ஸோ வென் இஸ் பிரிங்கிங் எ கப் ஆஃப் வாட்டர், if you watch closely, the index finger will be inside many mid-size hotels, because the large size hotels will have their own protocol how to behave with the customers. The small size hotels, you have to take the water and you have to drink. That's a different story. And the next hotel, the hotel number 2, you go inside. Since you visit them often, சார் எப்படி இருக்கீங்க, என்ன ஹோட்டலுக்கே வர்றதில்ல, வீட்டில் நல்லா இருக்காங்களா, குழந்தை நல்லா இருக்காங்களா? ஸோ இது மாதிரி கேட்கும்போது என்ன ஆகும் நீங்களே சொல்லுங்க பார்க்கலாம். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஹோட்டலுக்கு செகண்ட் ஹோட்டலுக்கு டிஃபரன்ஸ். ரெண்டுத்துலையுமே அதே ஃபுட் அதே காஸ்ட் தாங்க. நீங்கள் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஹோட்டலுக்கு திரும்ப திரும்ப போவீங்களா, செகண்ட் ஹோட்டலுக்கு திரும்ப திரும்ப போவீங்களா? Why? That is much more important. See, this is not in the marketing perspective. In life also it is much more important. If you know how to treat people, people will be with you. If you adjust people, people will be with you. If you are rigid and non-flexible, then people will leave you. Correct? The same concept. You have to make your employee empowered. Okay, so that you can keep your customers with you. It is said that motivated staff would try and work harder for external experience given to the customer. You can see it again in hotel industry. So food is not tasty. Okay, the food is not tasty. What happens? We'll scold the server, right? Yes or no? The food is not tasty, you will scold the server, but actually who has to be scolded? The cook. Correct? But the server needs to have much more patience, because somebody would ask, side is 2 times, 3 times, even 4 times. It's your patience to serve with a smile. Only motivated staff would do that. That is why many hotels don't involve the tips part of the server. If any customer wish, they can give the tip. The hotel management will not enter into that arena. Correct? Because that is one motivating factor. And another motivating factor, especially in star hotel level, okay, any idea the food you are eating, the server can eat? Yes or no? The star hotels, the food is served for the customers. The same food can be eaten by the servant. Yes or no? I mean the server. Any
Yes,
experience like this? Especially in
sir.
star class hotels, the food is served to the customers. It's different from the food is served to the staff. See, there is a rule. You should not eat the food which is prepared for customer. Okay, but if you want that food, you pay and get. Usually people work in hotel because 2 things would be free when you are working in hotel. What are they? Food and staying. Small size hotels, they eat the same food, they give it to customers. Big size hotels, one plate of rice would be, I mean, the meal would be around 600, 700, or even 1000, 1500, correct? So that food will not be served to the employee who is getting 300 to 500 salary per day. I mean, the wage per day. For them, that's a separate food. Like something like your sambar rice with pickle. That's what they eat. If you are treating in this way, staff will not get motivated. At least a weekly one, you give them something which they like. Or you pay them enough and say that food is not free here, you bring food from home. Okay, I give a better pay, so I am not giving you food. Or make it fine, no problem. There are 1000 customers eating today. I have 50 employees, let them eat. There is nothing wrong in that. Because the plate which I serve for 1500 rupees cost me 250 rupees. Nothing more than that. I can adjust to profit. If you are doing that, employee get motivated. The motivated staff will work for a long time, will retain your brand, will retain and increase the customer base, and the employee loyalty will increase. How many of you are having the experience of hiring taxi along with the driver? Hiring taxi along with the driver. Okay, for example, in the afternoon you are going for a lunch. Will you take driver along with you?
Yes,
There are
sir.
two logics.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
You can take the driver along with you, that is up to you. Or you give him 100 rupees, say that, sir, finish off your lunch and come back after 30, 45 minutes. That is another logic. If you are not doing either case, see, if you are treating driver equal to you, the driver will be delighted. Number one. Okay, he'll be happy. And if you are giving some 100 rupees, that 50% of happiness will be there. At least, okay, you are going to a star hotel. I go to some roadside hotel for this 100 rupees. I eat well. That is fine. But some passengers will not do both. They will neither take the driver with them nor giving 100 rupees. What happens? Any idea? What happens?
என்ன சார் புரியல சார்.
இப்போ நீங்க வந்து டிரைவரை சாப்பிட்றது கூடயும் கூட்டு போல, இல்ல நான் சொன்ன மாதிரி கூட கூட்டு போக விருப்பம் இல்ல, ஒரு 100 ரூபாய் கொடுக்கலாம் டிரைவருக்கு, நீ மதியம் வெளியே சாப்பிட்டுக்கோன்னு சொல்லி, கரெக்டா?
ஆமா சார்.
அதுவும் பண்ணல. அப்போ அந்த டிரைவர் உங்களுக்கு எப்படி அதுக்கப்புறம் சர்வீஸ் கொடுப்பாருன்னு நினைக்கிறீங்க? சர்வீஸ் கொடுப்பாரு, பட் கொஞ்சம் அந்த ஒரு ஹோட்டலுக்கு கூட்டு போற கஸ்டமருக்கு கொடுக்குற சர்வீஸ் உங்களுக்கு கொடுக்க மாட்டார். ஓகேவா? பட் அவர் உங்ககிட்ட அந்த ஹோட்டலுக்கு போற காசை வேற மாதிரி வாங்குவார். சொல்லட்டுமா? நீங்க காரை ஹையர் பண்றப்போ இட் இஸ் நாட் a fixed cost, correct? They will give you approximation only.
hourly basis இல்ல சார்.
hourly basis or kilometer basis. ரெண்டு விஷயம் பண்ணுவாரு. ஒன்னு, நீங்க போக வேண்டிய இடத்துக்கு சுத்திட்டு போவாரு. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் விஷயம், round about way he reaches the destination. Okay. Number 2, he will ride in 40 to 50 only. He will not reach 80. Because time ஆயிட்டே இருக்கும், அப்போ டைம் ரேட் ரைஸ் ஆகும். புரியுதா?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there are two options when you are taking driver along with you. Either you give them money or you give them food. But giving food along with you which gives more satisfaction than giving money. But always have a same acting driver with you, so that he will be having more care. Instead of hiring every time new driver and having a trial and error approach, if some driver is good enough, call every time. That would be better. Internal marketing concepts. Internal marketing functioning as a continual internal upskilling process. So you should motivate your employees, treating them well, paying them well, etc. Alignment of organization purpose with employee behavior. That is, you need to mold the employee behavior to fit with the organization. That means you need to give them a training. Clear? Employees internalizing the core values of organization, motivation, reframing, and empowerment of employee attitude. Inside out management approach, retaining a positive customer experience throughout the business objective. So how this happens? The positive business objective only with the positive employee. Enabling creating culture, this happens when the employees are empowered through creativity and innovation, allowing initiatives, accountability, responsibility of their decision. See, for example, you are running a company, there are 20 employees inside, and you are hosting a meeting, and two of them giving some suggestions. Don't criticize in front. That's the thing there. Encourage them, listen to them, whether implement that or not, that we will discuss later. Practicing participative hiring. That is when you are hiring new employees, involve the current employees in the hiring process. This is done by many IT companies. Once the HR round is over, the technical head for which project you are getting hired, that technical head will have a discussion with you, correct? Ensure equitable recognition and reward. Best employee of the year, best sales performer, something like that. Recognition, reward. If you are not able to give increment, at least give bonus, a bulk bonus. At least 1 month salary should be a bonus minimum. Maximum, that is magnanimous of the employer. Demonstrating fairness during hard times. Whenever there is a good thing and a bad thing happens with the employee's family, go and attend for 2 minutes, not more than that. At least you go, or on your behalf you send somebody and make your presence and remembrance in the employee's mind, so that they will stick with you for a long time. So this internal marketing processing, everything would be easy. And whenever the company faces some economical hardship, don't cut your employee salary. That is poor strategy. Our employees are your partners? Are employees your partners? Yes or no? Are employees partners?
No, sir.
No, they are not our partners. Correct. Who are they? They are working for
Workers.
us. Yeah, they are working for us. They get money. They are happy. When you get crores and crores of profit, do you divide and give it to the employee? See, I get 1,000 crore profit. I have 1,000 employees under me. So I need to give 1 crore to everybody. Am I right? We don't do that, right? Instead of that, what do we do? The 1,000 employees, okay, I give them 1 lakh rupees bonus. At least 1 crore rupees goes from me. I mean, 10 lakh rupees grows from me. That is not a problem. When you are incurring a loss, cutting salary from the employee is a poor strategy.
இப்போ அவங்களால லாஸ் ஆச்சுனா சார்?
In that case, it is fine. அவங்க டேமேஜ் பண்ணாங்க ப்ராடக்ட்டை அப்படின்னா ஓகே, you can cut the wages. First 1 or 2 times you can give warning. Correct? Because they are also human being. The tendency of human being is to commit error and recover from that. So அவங்களால லாஸ் வந்தா நீங்க கண்டிப்பா கட் பண்ணலாம், but that too subject to 1 or 2 times warning, then cut would be fine. And we have something like this, right? சாம பேத தான தண்டம் சொல்லுவாங்க. முதல்ல சொல்லி பார்க்கலாம், முதல்ல அன்பா சொல்லி பார்க்கலாம், அதிகாரமா சொல்லி பார்க்கலாம், ரைட்? கடைசியா அடிச்சு பார்க்கலாம். நீங்க எடுத்த உடனே அடிக்க கூடாது, அதுதான் விஷயம். Good organization structure. Okay. Internal marketing important areas, that is management of change or change management. What is change management? Change is the permanent thing. Try to remember. Everything changes in the world. People changes, technology changes, whatever. So whenever the change happens, change management come into the picture. How you are going to establish this change inside the organization? Building corporate image, you know very well. Strategic internal marketing aims at reducing interdepartmental and interfunctional conflict, developing the cooperation and commitment needed to make external marketing strategies work. I have a question here. In some institutions, I have seen that. Okay, there is somebody called admin officer and admin manager. So there will be a role conflict, right? And there in some organization uh, where the father is also the owner and the son is also the owner, correct? Role conflict. Who is the deciding authority? That should not happen. The internal marketing ensures that. So these four things are very important in internal marketing environment. Number one is motivation, coordination, information, education. So all those things you know very well. Internal marketing means it is not selling product to your employees. It is making them to interact with your customer in an effective way, which makes your customer happy. Is this clear? So how to implement this internal marketing in the organization? There are step-by-step procedure. Step number one is marketing proof. That is gathering information about the internal market, employee, and analysis opportunities available to the company. Okay, I am having this set of employees, so I can direct my company into this way. Correct? Employees and analyzing opportunities available to the company. Right? If I have more computer skilled employees, then I can go for a computer based new project, something like that. So you know what is your strength. Then marketing priorities. So you are with the right information analysis of business can move to the next step, that identifying key issues and make certain assumptions. Based on the assumption, business can set the goals and objectives. That's what I discussed, right? Computer skill means you can have a computer based project. Strategic marketing. The business can determine the strategic direction, then decide on achievable strategy. If assumption is resistant to change as the employee, then business need to have a long-term strategy to encourage acceptance of the change among us in the internal market. Okay, whenever change comes, people resist to change. Y2K problem. Any idea about it? Y2K problem. Any idea about Y2K problem?
Sir, this is like from paper to the computer, that no, sir.
It has happened in the year 2000. What happened? The banking industry, okay, it has jumped from 1990 to 2000 next year. The computer understood. Instead of creating 1 month, instead of creating 1 year interest entry, it started creating 1,000 years entry because it is 2000, right? The computers failed to understand. In that year, another revolution also happened. Banks started, RBI started instructing all the banks to become a system based banking, not a ledger based banking. So the core banking system, CBS system, installed in every bank. So bank employees are pushed to learn computers. People are at 50s, cannot learn unless they are interested. So what they did, resistance. I'm the manager. Why should I learn? Some assistant will do that. Correct. So they, the bank's head office and circle office decided to give those whosoever completed this computer course, qualifying the examination, will get a foreign two. That is what the information they given. Everybody started changing because free foreign two along with the learning and promotion. Who will say no? So strategic marketing, resistance to change is very important. Then you segment the market, target the market, achieve the sales potential. Tactical marketing. You must initiate a friendly market tactics. Market friendly tactics. What is market friendly tactics? Any example? See, 20 years back, if you look at market, there is nothing called EMI. There is nothing called ECS. But if you want to purchase in EMI, you should contact Bajaj Finance or some other finance company like that. Okay, so what happens because of EMI? Any idea? Because of EMI, what is the output? The sale of the product increased drastically. Okay, that is tactical marketing. Marketing administration. This is putting all the activities we have discussed into single sheet. That is marketing administration. Fine, we'll end here. We'll take the attendance.